Hey, I'm Cam Melnyk from State of Shock, and you're watching the 24-hour podcast.
T-minus 4, 3, 2, 1.
Following is a 24 hours podcast.
I've made mistakes that I can't erase. I've made mistakes. If I had more money, honey, would you love me, love me, love me? If I wasn't just somebody like me, like me. If I had more money, honey, would you love me, love me, love me? If I wasn't just somebody like me, like me. I've made mistakes that I can't erase. I've made mistakes.
Cameron Melnyk, State of Shock.
Howdy.
Nice to meet you finally.
My pleasure.
Been hearing your music an awful lot on the radio these days, on several radio
Yeah, I
stations.
heard it's running the risk of
Well, you're up there
What did
with
you say?
Timberland territory and Timberlake territory.
Akon with all the big guns, yeah.
So how much of an accomplishment is it to have a hit record like Money Honey?
The song's kicking ass right now on iTunes. It's been number one on iTunes for the last 2 weeks. I think we just got bumped to number 2, but that's okay. That's not a bad spot either, you know. It's awesome. It's a huge pat on our backs, and it's a lot of hard work coming to fruition. I think, you know. We've done our legwork, and I think the harder you work, the luckier you are, and hard work pays off. And it's starting to.
Now, people that would have been listening to CFOX over the years were certainly familiar with the name State of Shock. Now, you guys won the Siege contest, was it 2005?
Yeah, well, we don't want to date ourselves, but 2004 actually.
2004.
We came out with Guilty by Association. We had the record done. We entered Seeds, and out of 500 bands, we were lucky enough to be one of the 5 or 6 that got on the disc. And such huge support from 99.3 The Fox, and to this day, like the Beat, and everybody in Vancouver has just been such a support to us. And that's really what's pushed us around Canada the last 4 or 5 years, kicking around. And got this record, Life, Love, and Lies, out last June, and here we are today. Biggest rock show of the summer, I think.
Well, let's talk about today, because first of all, being a local guy, you're playing at GM Place, home of the Vancouver Canucks.
Yeah.
Co-headlining with Nickelback. I mean, it
Nickelback,
really
Puddle
doesn't
of
get
Mud,
much better than that, does it?
No, it doesn't. You know what? And we're on the side of the stage each and every night. We've been at Nickelback's on the side of the stage, even for Puddle of Mud. And I mean, we did in Sarnia, we did Aerosmith a couple of weeks ago, and it's just amazing. 25,000 people, but especially the Nickelback crew has been they're spoiling the heck out of us, and we're grateful. And we're here to come to class every day. Basically, we got our notes out, and we're writing our notes, and we're doing our homework, and we're talking to Chad and the boys every day. And they're giving us a lot of good pointers, and that's what you need to do. You need to do your research. And we may have a good hit song right now, but there's a lot of hard work to do, because we want to make a career out of this. We don't want to be just a flash in the pan. This is truly what we love to do, and screw the desk job, right?
Well,
go by the clock.
Let's talk about the Traveling Rock School then. What, for example, is something that you've learned being on tour currently that you wouldn't have known 6 months ago?
Oh, just how to maintain professionalism 24/7. You know, you have to be on the ball when you wake up in the morning and you're in the restaurant and you're a little haggard from the night before in the partying, right? You got to be on the ball just 24/7, because word's going to spread a lot quicker. There's people with their phone cameras these days, and everyone's on the ball. You know, everyone's watching you. Everyone's looking for dirt. Everyone's looking. You know, they could find plenty of dirt, or else they could come up with the positive stuff, and we're going to help promote all the good that the band's about. We're like I said, we love doing what we do so much. We're just having a blast. It's about 2% music, 98% business every day. So where we learn just how to maintain professionalism and how to put on a show. You know, you got your tunes, but there's also the in-between banter, you know, in between songs. Chad's like, you know, maybe write some stuff out, or figure, you know, maybe think about what you're going to say, because the ad-libs don't always come out like you want them, and you kind of step on your tongue every now and then. But just 24/7, how to run the schedule and live it.
When you were a kid, and be honest, did you ever do a rock star thing in front of the mirror and imagine you were somebody?
To my mom's dismay, she hated it, but every time they used to give me a brush cut, and I grow my hair out because nobody can control my hair these days. But they used to give me a brush cut. I used to go home and I used to spike it up like Corey Hart, and I used to put on my sunglasses.
Corey Hart!
Yeah, not quite the rock, but no, he started out with the lip, and you know, the whole thing. I wasn't so much of a music fan when I was a kid as a hockey player. I liked playing hockey, and that's, to me, the kind of dream. It's a funny way to live it, and then the dynamic. I turned my hockey stick into a guitar one day, and it became pretty real the other day. The dream when we were at Rexall's place in Edmonton. That's where I grew up. It was my hometown, and I went and sat in the penalty box for a couple minutes. You know, gave myself a hooking penalty or a tripping penalty, whatever. I guess I'm in BC, so it's a tripping penalty. Yeah, it was just kind of surreal, because you're there and you're looking at the jumbotron, and all the people there, and they thought maybe one day I'd be playing hockey, but I'm more than happy to be sitting on the stage singing for everybody today. That's really what it's about, right?
How does it make you feel when obviously your music is reaching out to people and you're performing these songs night after night and you see the audience singing them back to you?
That's awesome. I mean, we have our clips up on YouTube of the 6-year-old and 7-year-old. I think there's a girl that they caught twice. One that she knew she was being filmed. The other one, her parents snuck up on her and didn't know, and she's going crazy on the camera. Everyone from 5 to 50s, it's hitting everybody. You know, it's even hitting Asia right now. It's hitting parts in the States, Europe. There's Switzerland. There's CD reviews of our CD in Switzerland. That's awesome because I don't know anyone in Switzerland, so I definitely wasn't part of the network that we're part of, right? But to see him singing it back, we got a little part in Money Honey where they sing the Yeah, Yeah, Yeah part back, and everyone's been caught at the red light, I think, these days singing that song back. I especially have. It's my song, so I can get away with lip syncing in the car, but it's really surreal, and that's the biggest part at the end of the day. There's no dollar you could give us, or no bottle or whatever, or no tour bus that'll pay for the support that we're getting from the fans, and just singing it, requesting it on the radio. That's as long as they keep doing that, we'll keep doing this.
And yet, as the career continues to go like that, you're back in Vancouver again, and you're talking about your biggest priority is getting your laundry done and stuff like that.
My laundry done, and this morning I drove the dog to the dog trainers, you know, so we can take him for overnight, and my girlfriend and I can enjoy the show, and my family's here, and our whole family's here, and we got family spread out through, especially Alberta and stuff as well, but Vancouver is home, and that's where we got our roots, and the Fox and stuff, they all supported us and championed us from day one, and they've been believers, so we're here to put on a show for everybody and entertain.
Well, that's what you're going to do. You've already done that so far, and continued success to the band. Absolutely. And knock 'em dead tonight.
Perfect, thank you.
24hours.ca